Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to see you all. My name is Nur Arief Hapsoro. Today, I would like to present about our research that is the study of controlling the layout and construction on pedestrian footbridges based on regulation. And this is our research group. Nur Arief Hapsoro, myself, Hana Fasa Surya Rusida, both from Telkom University, and Chali Novia Bramiana from University of Malaya. Now let's begin the first part. Generally, pedestrians are injured or die when hit by a speeding vehicle. Besides due to weather factors, minimal safety, security, and comfort factors also greatly influence the people's behavior who are reluctant to walk. One of the most underestimated pedestrian facilities in its adjustment is the pedestrian footbridge. If in an area planning the element is ignored, then the possibility that occurs is the emergence of conflict between pedestrians' traffic flow that can cause obstacles, congestion, and endangers drivers themselves. Therefore, regulating the construction of pedestrian footbridge is very important. With the following studies, it is expected to optimize the location of crossing bridges, increase the level of safety, security, and comfort of pedestrians who will cross the road. Now we move to the second part. In this part, I will explain about the discussion. The issues considered in controlling the pedestrian footbridge construction are accessible, safety, security, convenience, and aesthetic. The first issue is accessible. The target is the location of the pedestrian footbridge that is easily reached. The indicator is that the location of the pedestrian footbridge must be easily accessible and easily visible and must be accessible to all groups, including the disabled. The goal is to provide safety guarantees for pedestrian footbridge users. The indicator is the bridge structure must be able to support the load inside the bridge, and users inside the footbridge must be visible from the outside. Security. The goal is to provide security guarantees for pedestrian footbridge users. The indicator is the user inside the footbridge must be visible from the outside. Convenience. The goal is to provide a guarantee of comfort for pedestrian footbridge users. The indicator is the location of the pedestrian footbridge should be easily accessible and visible, must be accessible to everyone, including the disabled, and the bridge should be able to see clearly in the bridge. Aesthetic. The goal is to guarantee the beauty of the city. The indicator is the location. The pedestrian footbridge placement must also pay attention to the composition of the city facade, and the shape of the bridge must adjust to the characteristic of the surrounding environment. And finally, the last part is about the conclusion. From our discussion, we can conclude that the purpose of managing the construction of the pedestrian footbridge is to control the location and design of the pedestrian footbridge construction and to establish control criteria and determine the appropriate control components. The expected target of managing construction of the pedestrian crossing bridge is as a guideline for the local government in determining the laying and type of pedestrian crossing bridge that considers the accessibility, safety, security, convenience, and aesthetic factors. The continuation of the decision-making process from the pedestrian bridge design stage in determining the location and design of the bridge, it will be better if it involves the community and experts. To find out the performance of a pedestrian bridge that accommodates human movement, simulation is needed. We can use visual, symbol, etc. This is influenced by human behavior that tends to be random and also because of the interaction between humans in the movement area. If you have any questions regarding the focus of the presentations, please feel free to contact me at ariefhapsoro@telkomuniversity.ac.id. Thank you very much for your participation.